Alright, well here we are live. Get this adjusted here. Alrighty guys, well we are live and I'm cleaning because I finally got the garage completely cleared out for a few days here. So I'm going to spend a little bit of time to get it swept up and cleaned up just a little bit. Got a lot of pieces of wood over here in this corner I need to get picked up, organized. See if anybody's tuning in. 9 people, holy moly. Wow, 10 people. I can't believe this many people are going to be watching. I'm not even going to read that. That's just wrong, man. That's just wrong. That's a good way to start it off, though. Oh, man. So, as you guys can see, the garage is finally open. We got Sam's car back in here. And yeah, it's a sigh of relief, but now we got a big old mess. And it's only going to be like this for a few days as we go camping, and then when we come back I got to park the camper in here. But yeah, just got to pick it up a little bit. Tomorrow is a holiday at my work. It is some Canadian holiday. I don't even know what it is, to be honest. All I know is I have tomorrow off, and then I took Tuesday and Wednesday off for vacation because Tuesday is my birthday. I will be 20. I think I'll be 23. 94 to 7. Yeah, I'll be 23. On Tuesday, and geez, where does the time go, you know? It's just crazy. But I thought I would bring you guys along. Those people. Oh man. Don't worry, Sam, I'm pretty sure it's a dude. He probably, I don't know, I've had some haters on the channel lately, so he could be a hater. But you know, if he's gonna spend his time watching me because he hates me so much, I beg to differ that he hates me. But yeah, these are my PJs. How do you like me now? Oh, I don't care. Oh my. Sam, I forgot to turn on the air conditioning. I'm sorry. Well, since I painted that camper in here, I got a bunch of paint on the floor, but I knew I'd be okay because I pressure washed the garage before, and there was stain on the ground, and it came right off with that pressure washer, so I'll just pressure wash the floor again. I didn't get a chance to pressure wash this side the first time, so it'll be good to it'll be good. There we go. It'll be good, but I got a bunch of plywood sitting here. I don't know what I'm going to do with all that plywood. I took the other trailer and I parked it on the side of the garage for the time being, and it fit in there pretty good. I don't think I could back it in with the truck, but am I planning on keeping both campers. Yeah, I really don't know what I'm gonna do with 2 campers, but I plan on keeping 2 of them because I don't have a better idea. I'm on the fence. I don't know which one I'm gonna bring up duck hunting now. I did some measurements on the pop-up camper, and the pop-up camper, it only has to, that's a 16.5-foot canoe, and the pop-up camper is 10 feet long, so it only has to overhang about 3 to 3.5 feet on each side, which actually works about perfectly for length. So I don't know if I'm going to bring the pop-up or my other one. I thought I might bring the pop-up and then use the other one for like Mike. Yeah, he did. You know, if you were, I don't know if you're into social media, but if you have an Instagram account, or even if you go on Facebook, type in Joe and Zach Survival. On Instagram, it's Northern Seclusion. But type that in, and my dad's pretty active on Instagram. He's kind of active on Facebook. It depends if he's logged in or not. But you can see he posts trail camera pictures on there. Come on now. Do we have, my dad is putting up his cabin one. I'm going to put up my, I didn't record any of the trip that I just took. I don't know. I kind of did the last trip for really like relaxation, you know, to actually relax. I don't know if I'm going to record this next trip either. Probably not, because people in Joe and Zach, they really like the tent videos, but I don't feel like they really like other videos. Fire up the old weed whacker. First Saturday in November. Oh yeah. Yeah. For deer hunting. The old weed whacker? The old Remington weed whacker? It runs okay. If I had to go back, I would buy it, because it doesn't run that good. I bought it last season and wasn't too impressed. I had to take the plug out. It died in the fall. I had to take the plug out and burn all the oil off of it, which is partially my fault because it says you're supposed to use fresh gas every single time. But at the same time, it's kind of not my fault, because how am I supposed to go to the gas station and fill that thing up with, you know, 80 cents worth of gas every single time I need it? It doesn't seem very whatever. So what I did is I just burned the plug off, and then I put 93 in her, and I've just been going from there, and it seems to be okay. It seems to be doing all right this year. I gotta let it warm up for a while. Not the most powerful thing, but it works. I think what you're doing right. Been following you and your dad for a couple of years. Good night, Sam. Love you. Hard Knocks. Thanks for the nice comment. It's been a long time since only been on YouTube. My dad and I think that we're not the I think that we have a really good group of followers that have a lot of always positive energy in the comments section, which is really nice. So I always enjoy good feedback sometimes negative feedback can really get to me, but I haven't had too many negative feedback experiences lately, so it's been good. But yeah, my dad, well, if you don't follow on the social media, you probably didn't see this, but he was just up at the tent, and he just got back. I think he probably got back today, and he has 5 hours of footage that he has to make into a video. So he has his work cut out from him. But he is one of the fastest video editing people I've ever known. He will have a video up in probably 3 days. It's one of his biggest hobbies. It truly is a hobby for him. Trying to read these. It's your line. I don't know what's going on. Does Sam have a ring? Or does he have a ring? Oh boy, it's getting out of hand. Anyways, so I have the garage opened up here, and we're just doing a little bit of housekeeping. It's always good to do that. And I'm really not I'm not feeling very stressed out. Sam and I went up to that was the cabin on my mom's parents' side, my grandparents on my mom's side, and we gave it a good run, and I think it was good that we did that because we got to basically give everything a good test start, and it all seemed to go very, very well. The drive went well, you know, we started close, and now we'll move further away. But it all went good, and that's really awesome. I'm looking for a gray bucket. Oh yeah, it's in the truck. Well, it's no good there. So now we get to go up to, better zoom down here. How's your buddy from work doing that had the heat exhaustion? Oh, he's doing good. That was on Tuesday? Yeah, I think that was Tuesday. So on Tuesday, he went to the hospital at 7 at night, and then he was there all day Wednesday. He got released on Thursday, or it might have been Monday. Yeah, it was Monday because we started late. Yeah, so he was there Monday night after 7, and then he was there all day Tuesday. He got out of there at like 4-ish on Thursday, and then Friday he was back at work. Or Wednesday. He got out late Wednesday, came back to work Thursday, Friday. It was heat exhaustion, which is amazing to me because we started late. We normally start at 4, but they knew it was going to be hot, so they pushed it off until 6. So we started at 6, and I went up there at about 6:50. Yeah, he couldn't have left at 7. He left at 8. I went up there at 6:50 and was the one that confronted him because he was acting funny. And then he fell around 7. And by the time the ambulance got there and left, it was roughly 8 o'clock. It was, I think, 7:50. Because all of us were like, holy crap, it took an hour from the time he fell until the time the ambulance took him away. It took an hour to get there. But we're a little bit out of town, on the far side of town, away from the hospital. And the police were there sooner, but still, it seemed to take an awful long time to pick him up. But he's doing much better now. He's making some healthier choices and stuff too, which is good. Did you figure out the camper wiring? Nope, not yet. I essentially made that video and then pulled the camper out from the garage. It was kind of in the garage. So I pulled it out, and it's out ready to go for tomorrow. I'll have to look into it. I need to pick up a battery for my other camper anyways, so I'll have to give it a try once I get that other battery. But I just don't have a battery tester. One of those ones, those little fluid ball things. I don't have one of those, so I have no way of knowing. I don't have a voltmeter either, so I have no way of knowing. It's actually sitting right here. If it has any juice in it at all. I charged it for, I think, about a day, and then I tried it out in the camper and it didn't work. So, are you still doing a lawn care business? Well, I was. My original plan was to start. It's going to be a mixture of things to start off with, because I don't really know 100% what I want to do. I'm going to put ads out for lawn care, just simple stuff. If you guys have ever seen the Geek to Freak channel, he did small city lawns. So I'm going to kind of focus my attention there, because he did have a positive point, and that was you don't need to have hundreds of dollars of equipment to start off with. You just need like a push mower and a weed whip and blower, and of course I have those things for my own lawn. So I'm going to start with doing some small residential lawns around my area, and then I'm going to put ads out for power washing. I want to put an ad out for junk removal, and I want to put an ad out for what was the other one? Not really into landscaping. I don't really have very good landscaping skills. There was another one I was going to put an ad out for. I can't remember what it was. Junk removal. I think it was going to be tree trimming. Just simple tree trimming, because I got my tree trim stick, and I figure I can just elevate some trees. That can't be too hard. So I told Sam actually the other week, last week, that that next year is going to be a really good year to start that, because I have the pickup truck and I'll still be on evenings as far as work goes. So all that will be, I'll have all day to do the business stuff, and then all night to do regular work to begin with. And maybe a little welding on the side, but I don't really want to dabble in that, because it seems like welding involves high risk stuff. Like someone's going to bring you a cracked frame trailer or something, and if you don't do it just right, they're going to come back and it's going to be your fault. So got to be careful with that. Duck hunting is the weekend of the 23rd and the 24th. And it was a split season last year, and this year they haven't. The only dates I can find is the 23rd and the 24th. I haven't found any dates for the split season part. So kind of got the best of both worlds with that, in a way. So next year, hello Zach, I'm the guy who suggested that you make a cover for your AC in your trailer, and was wondering if you took that into consideration. I did. I wish it was in here because I'd show you. I made a simple cover for it for right now, but I'm going to make a better one. I'm actually going to make one just out of some simple plywood, but I'm going to wrap kind of that foam. I just had a piece of that blue foam, but foam insulation I'll put on the inside of it, and it'll just slide over it on the outside, and it should be, I'll make it so it's nice and tight, so it should be pretty good. I think, like I said earlier, I don't know how many of you are here for that. I don't know what camper I'm going to be taking up duck hunting. as you've seen, I was able to do that pop-up by myself. I don't know why the first time was so hard. I think the first time I had pushed all of those arms, I think I pushed them all in, so when you dropped the one side, the other side automatically fell. I think that was what I was doing wrong. But now I did it that one night here, and then I did it when we were up north today. I'm like, I want to do it again. And it went way better even then, because I knew what was really going on. So everything went really good. But I'm not sure, because here's the kicker. The kicker is the small 4x8. It needs new tires and it needs registration. And that there, I can find some used tires and then registration. I think it'll be about 100 to 150 bucks. Whereas the only thing I'm going to need for the pop-up, because it's already done, the only thing I'm going to need is a couple pool noodles so I can put the boat on the roof of it and it won't rub the paint off. Which that there, you can get pool noodles at the dollar store. So there's really, and it has a brand new spare tire, and the other two tires I think are pretty near new. They're not dry rotted or nothing. They're looking really good. So I think it has 3 new tires on it. So I really do think that I'll probably be taking the pop-up, but I want to take the 4x8 out to the lake this winter and sleep in it in the lake, because while going ice fishing, I thought I could set up my my ice house, and I can set up the 4x8 right pretty much up to it, so that there's just a small little area in between. So it'll all see. I think you should just let your dad haul your canoe. Well, that's fine, but that the 4x8 trailer still needs it still needs tires. So duck hunting from here, I think for me that's like a 3-hour drive, 3.5 hour drive. And yeah, geese is early September. Yeah, looks like you guys got the dates in the comments area there, but yeah, so we're going. I'm on the fence about it. We'll see. I'm a little burnt out from doing those projects. I had a deadline for the pop-up, and I got that deadline done. And now when I come home, I'm probably going to take the week and just do my own thing, because like I said, it's been about 3 weeks of non-stop, actually longer than that, because I spent about 2 weeks on the other trailer before I got the pop-up. So it's been about a month of every morning I wake up, I go out there and I work on the trailers, and every night when I come home from work, I work on those trailers, and I was getting pretty burnt out. So I better move these because I'm tripping on them. So yeah, I'll get around to it. I still got until the middle of September, but it feels good to get a project done and be able to move on to something else. Have you made money yet thinking about making a channel? Oh, like you're thinking about making a channel? Go ahead. But one thing I would suggest is that you don't make a channel to make money. I think that a lot of times that's what gets people caught up, and then when you go to make the videos, it'll be really hard to come out with any sort of content that you really are interested in or that want to do, because your mindset is on the money and not on just like having a nice hobby of making videos. Oh, hello from Ireland. Hello to you. So A lot of times with the people I work with, you know, they'll find out how much money I make because we'll just be talking about it, and then the next thing you know, they want to start. The one guy was like, he went out and bought a camera and filmed all of his bow hunting, and then had to buy a computer so he could edit it, and that's how the further it went. He actually never ended up editing it, even though he was asking me all these questions about it and almost kind of bugging me about it, and then he never did it. So my advice would be, if you're gonna do it for the fun of doing it, and then the money will come later on. But you know, a lot of times they'll tell me, why don't you just do full-time YouTube? And it's like, because that takes the fun out of YouTube. You know, YouTube is a really fun hobby, and anything more than that doesn't become fun anymore. In a way, right? That's why a lot of those really popular YouTubers will say, oh, I'm kind of burnt out, I'm going to take a couple weeks off. And that's good for them, but that's how you know they're kind of losing their fun. How far do I live from my dad? Was it hot when we went camping? I live about an hour from my dad, and it really depends on the whole way down there's train tracks. So if there's a train that's going right with you, the lights all turn red, so that can make it an hour. If the lights are all green, probably like 50 or 45 minutes. And what was that other one? Oh, was it hot when we went camping? Not at all. The nights, during the day, it was like 70s or high 70s, low 80s, and then at nighttime it was high 40s. So 47, 48 degrees. Beautiful for camping. I'm scared to go to college. You need to rate his garden. What a garden he has. 110 in Texas. Yeah, well, I wouldn't go camping if it was that hot. I think when we go up north, it's supposed to be about the same. It's supposed to be 50 at night. You know, anything really under 70 degrees. You know, 70, you'd have all the windows open. But when we were up there and it's 48 degrees, I had the small heater going on the second setting. And it heated up just fine, and then I turned it to the third setting just to try it, and it was too hot. So I think that little heater is kind of a blessing. It's just a good time of year to really go camping. So, yeah, really a good time of year to go out and get camping. But the trailer worked good. I had to pass a couple people on the way home. Was going 80, 85 when I was passing them. I checked when I got out, we stopped for gas 2 times, and then when I got there and when I got home, I checked all the hubs. I felt them. The driver's side one was like a little warm. The passenger side was a little more warm, but you could still just put your hand on it, no problem. And so that's gonna be the thing when I get home, is it's gonna get backed up. I gotta take the tires off and repack all those bearings. So I put grease in there, but I have to fully take them out, clean them up, and repack them. But that's such a dirty job. I was gonna do it tonight, just because it's like, well, I don't know, but I don't think that they're burning hot. There's extra bearings that came with it that are in the trailer. So holding Ford's really close. The new truck, I'm loving it. It's definitely different. It has 3 times the amount of miles that the car had, which isn't really saying a lot because the car didn't have a lot of miles. But maintenance-wise, it's like you know, any used vehicle, you buy a new vehicle and you have like 100% confidence, you know, it doesn't matter what I do, it'll be fine. You buy a used vehicle, I got it with the warranty, so it takes that, the piece, it still gives me peace of mind, but it's just the fact of like, you know, this has miles on it. So I'm loving it. It doesn't have any problems or anything. It just, half of me wishes I bought brand new because it is really nice to have a new vehicle, but I honestly just can't. The payment on that truck is high, and I can't imagine. The cheapest new one they could get me was 30-something thousand, and it was $525 a month for a new one. Then they tried to talk me into leasing, which is like, no way. So, yeah. I mean, it's a wonderful truck. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. I'm not very crazy about brands as far as like, you know, Chevy is the best or Ford is the best or whatever. I'm not like that. So, I love it. Comfortable truck, does everything I want. Definitely super useful. It's just the fact of like, I can't believe I had to pay this much for a truck. I could have got 2 cars for that truck. How many days of deer season are you usually able to hunt? Do you watch Lake Fork Guy? I do not watch Lake Fork Guy. I'm usually able to hunt the Saturday, Sunday of opener, and then last year I was going to try to hunt around here, which is shotgun only, but it's pretty heavily hunted around here, and the only other place I had was the tent, but now we have the now I have the campers, so I should be able to get out and maybe do a late season hunt somewhere else. But at this point in life, I'm a very busy person. I don't know why it happens to be this way, but I'm pretty busy all the time. I mean, right now I don't have a free weekend until after duck hunting, so another. How many days is that? How many weekends is that? We're just in the beginning of August, so I have about 2 more months, and that actually we just filled up the last weekend in September, so I have about 2 more months of super busy every weekend, and then normally it kind of dies off a little bit. So I think it's hard for me in the middle of the summer to go like deer hunting for deer spots or whatever. I just don't get up and do that, but I'm sure that eventually life will slow down enough where I can do that. But right now, I am extremely busy all the time, and it's only going to get worse, especially if I start this whole business idea, which I told Sam, I'm like, next year I have to do it. So I use a Remington 12 gauge, Remington 870. Are you planning on doing more duck hunting or goose hunting? Yes. Actually, I've been texting my buddy Derek all day. He's just at the store and got a goose blind and some goose decoys. I got some goose shells from Dad. I need to get a goose blind. That'll be my one investment for that. And then maybe upgrade on some of the shells or decoys. And he already secured, he bow hunts, so he already secured 3 fields. We're going to get a 4th field, and so that should be really good. Could do some goose hunting. What's up, bud? You're slowly but surely turning into your dad. Always going. Enjoy your vids. Keep it up. Yeah, I know. It's just, I don't know. I feel like super good when I'm just constantly busy. I don't know if it's related to, I don't know what it's from. I'd say it's genetic, but meh, I don't know if that's a genetics thing. But I am very go. I'd rather be pushing myself all the time than being lazy. Are you a welder? Yes, I am. Do you make jerk or smoked meat like your dad? Yeah, actually, I did a Jones Act survival video on my dehydrated jerky. So my dad makes his jerky in a cold, I guess you'd call it like a very low smoke, low heat, high smoke, low heat smoker, as you guys have seen. But I make my jerky in a dehydrator. And my recipe is pretty much the same as his as far as ingredients go. But I made it in the dehydrator because I don't really have a smoker like he does. And dehydrating it actually works very, very well. So if you guys haven't seen the how to make jerky with the dehydrator, it's a pretty decent low-cost investment because you can go to Fleet Farm and buy a dehydrator for under $40 and make jerky all day long. So I even have the recipe on there. So check it out if you're interested. You ever want to come to Texas and duck hunt? Good night, Sam. I love you. Hunt a family member. Search farm for D again. That's not bad. $150 ain't bad for a guide. My buddy Cody from work wants to take me hunting out up in like Mille Lacs, which is like 45 minutes from here. He has a couple spots because he grew up by there. My buddy Bob from work always wants to take me to North Dakota to go goose hunting. Derek and I, now we're gonna go goose hunting, so should be a pretty crazy year. In fact, I got a crate right here full of shotgun shells in my duck bag, and yeah, it's gonna be something else, guys. Let me tell you that. Wow, this garage is actually, I think, looking pretty good. Got it kind of all swept in a pile. Got some stuff. I'm going to push the shop back over here underneath the workbench. It's looking pretty good. Quite the mess in here, I tell you what. Crazy mess. Hey, if you guys aren't watching my last live feed video, check these out. I bet you only a couple of you know what these are. Might not be able to read that. This is original Tupperware cups. They're like hard rubber almost. They're like a really good plastic. And then this is a aluminum cup, USS Standard 16 ounce WO cup. Measures filled to top. Measures 1 cup, filled to top. Made in the USA. This was in that camper. Look at the bottom. It's all rounded up. It's really been used. Pretty cool, eh? Super light. I do not bow hunt. I've wanted to, just never have, to be honest. Never have really gotten the itch, I guess. I'm pretty busy between duck hunting and rifle hunting. And like I said, I just happen to live in a spot where there isn't a whole lot of land around me to do that stuff. I actually have to drive to do that stuff, so I don't know. If I lived down by like my dad, it'd probably be easier because you could really find some land down there. But around here, no. Go hunting with my buddy, but I don't really want to intrude, and that even is a half-hour drive for me, so. Will you ever buy a boat? You know, I was just talking to Sam, and it's like, yeah, I'm going to have to get a boat, but I have a limited amount of space here. And, of course, we want to move eventually, but when that'll be, we don't know. So, the whole boat, when, where, how, where am I going to store it, when am I going to get it, I don't know. I don't have a ton of room here, so I think when that time comes, I'll either have to sell the pop-up or the 4x8, which will be the 4x8 before the pop-up. And I'll have to sell that. Here's a question for you guys. How much do you think I could get for that 4x8 camper? If I had it finished, right? I put the fenders on it, insulate the inside, and finish that off. How much do you guys think I could sell that for? I was trying to throw a number around, but it's really not up to me. It's not about my time. How much would you guys be willing to pay for something like that? Let me know. I was actually going to make a video about it. So, you know, what do you think? Is it worth $500? Is it worth $800? You guys seen how it was built? $2,500. Yeah, right. Love you and your dad's videos. Thank you. $2,500. Yeah, right, buddy. If you want it for $2,500, jump in your vehicle right now and come get it. I will sell it to you right now for $2,500. $850, $2,000. Oh, $1,500. There it is. $1,000. Okay, so $1,000. Because I was thinking I could sell that and then use the money towards getting like a utility trailer, which wouldn't be anything special. It'd be like a Fleet Farm utility trailer or something. Because, yeah, or a boat, but I feel like, I don't know. With the hours you work, when do you and Sam get a chance to spend time together? Well, Sam's been working a lot, and she works until 2:30, and so she gets home around 2:45 in the afternoon, and then I go to work at 3, so I get to see her for roughly 15 minutes during the week, and then she works every third or fourth weekend, and then as of lately, she's been picking up a lot of hours, so then she'll work like a day on the weekend, like a Sunday or whatever, to just to make money. So I see her 15 minutes a day, unless her normal hours were only supposed to be till, her normal hours is only supposed to be till 11, but since she's been picking up so many hours, it goes till 2:30. So I get to see her on the weekends, and that's why I'm so busy, because now instead of, I really like to just hang out with her, so we'll like watch TV or do something, whatever. But now that she's working all the time, I have to keep myself busy. So then I'm out here and I stay up way later than I should, and I get up way earlier than I should, and I go, and a lot of that is just so on the weekends I can just be with her. No, I don't smoke, but my lungs probably look like I smoke because of all the weld fumes I breathe in. Sometimes when I come home from work, I'll cough all night and all next day, and it just depends on what fumes I get. So I don't smoke though. That's not my thing. I tried a cigar just to try one. I got the worst heartburn of my life smoking that cigar. It was awful. So from what I get, a lot of people wrote $1,000. So I would say maybe post it for between 12 and 15, and then get talked down to 1,000. And I'd put new tires on it, get it registered, and finish the inside. which really, after all that's said and done, I probably would be in it quite a bit. So I'd probably only profit a few $100s off of it. But I don't make it to profit. Caden says, I want to be a welder, but I don't know yet. What do you think? I don't know, man. Welding is it's a dead-end road, but it's a always hiring business because a lot of younger generation people are into maybe you'd call it desk work. So a lot of people are doing IT, computers, stuff like that, and that stuff pays too. But if you're looking to get your hands dirty and be in an environment where you can say whatever you want to say, and you work with some rough and tough people, man. Kind of the school of hard knocks, I guess. How much, so, I mean, welding is good, but, I don't know. Depends on how much you like school. Thought I seen a pack of cigarettes in the camper. I don't know what you've seen. I'll have to look, but no, I don't. Sam doesn't smoke and I don't smoke, so trying to think of what else might have been in there that you've seen, and I can't think of it. So I'll have to see. And up where we duck hunt, there is quite a few wood ducks because it's kind of a wetland. A lot of it's like a wetland marsh area, and they do like it up there. So we do get wood ducks. We get a decent variety of teal, mallard, wood ducks. I'm trying to think of all the other types, but we do get quite a bit. Mike asked, how much money did you put into it? The total investment, the process throughout the trailer itself when I got it, was just a frame for my father. It didn't cost me anything, but since then it's had new lights, so it was $20 because I just got some cheap lights for it. It has all the wood. I'm guessing that is probably $150 worth of wood, so it's $170. I redid the tongue, so the steel for the tongue is longer now. I also redid the leaf springs on it, and so that there was probably, what are we at, 170? I'm gonna say that's about 250. And then I put more lights into it. The one I just put on, the three red ones, that was $15, so 250, 265. And then we had the two marker lights, that was probably $10. They're like $4 or $5 a piece. 385, 375, and then that's where it sits. The light bar on top, that's $50. So it's $425. What has to still be done is the tires, then registration, which I'm guessing is about 100 to 150. And then I want to insulate the inside and put nice wood on the inside and like some linoleum floor. So I think I'll be in it for probably $600 or $700 because I'm sure I'll have to tinker with it even more. Oh, like the air conditioner, I didn't think about that. All the paint and the caulking. Yeah, so I'll probably be into it $700 to $800. So I'm not really. I mean, that is if I got $1,200 for it, that is a decent profit. But that's before you would count like time of what your time is worth or whatever. Which, as far as I'm concerned, I used to always think like free time is not free time, but you know, whatever. I'm gonna put these mud flaps on. They were $20. So really, if I calculated my time invested to it, I'd be losing money. But because I'm not gonna do that, as far as materials to what I sell it, and it was a fun project, I'll make a little money if I do sell it. Double cent nightmare. For deer hunting, why don't you guys make a food plot? Why don't we? I don't know. Because that soil up there, if you go on Jones Act Survival and look like way a long time ago, we tried to, my dad tried to do like a garden up there, and some of it does come up, but it's kind of, it's pretty far north to really grow anything. And like someone just said, it is state land, so you can't grow food plots on there. Now we do have spots on our land where we've considered doing food plots, but just the simple time it takes, just like when we put out those game cameras, people say put out salt blocks so the deer will lick it, and that's fine too, but then you're not really getting an honest review of your area, because I would rather know what's actually in my area than what's just coming to my area for a salt block. And yeah, I mean, they even make salt blocks. The kicker is you can't have proteins in it. So you can use salt blocks during the hunting season as long as it doesn't have a protein source in it. And that gets around, that's a loop in the law. But I don't really want to play that game, and so we just do, I don't know. Around here, people go hunting and they get a deer every single year. And they're nice fat deer, corn-fed, whatever. But you go up there and it's like a totally different breed of deer, totally harder, totally different. Yeah. What kind of gun do we use? I use a 30-06 for deer hunting. So, yeah. And the soil is really rocky, so even for you to do a food plot, you would have to, I mean, to till up this dirt, we couldn't even barely dig a hole for the outhouse by shovel, so it would be quite the accomplishment. You'd have to get heavy machinery in there, and yeah. Are you ever going to come to Louisiana with your dad? I would love to. Melissa and I chat here and there. I mean, I hope that I chat to her enough, or that I, whatever, but I don't think I'll ever make it down there, just because I only get 3 weeks of vacation a year, and if you're gonna go down there, you're talking like a week or two. You'd want to be down there so you could see everything and actually truly hang out and talk. And it's like between hunting and camping, I really don't have any vacation left, so probably not. I was really excited that she was gonna come up here, but it just wasn't in the cards for this year, but maybe in a future year. But we do text and stuff like that, so, and like I've talked to her on the phone before, and yeah. Well, about that comment that says amen from Seth Young, that's the truth. I mean, people around here get so I don't know what you'd say, ignorant might be the word, but they get so like, oh yeah, I shot a deer on my first day out, and yada yada yada. I went out with a bunch of guys and we pushed the deer through the woods and through the field, and then I was in the line of 6 people and we each shot one. And it's just like, that's cool and all, but until you sit out there day after day after day and you don't see one and you haven't seen a deer, I mean, yeah, it's a different type of hunting. You actually have to know what's going on in your area to hunt up there. You actually have to have like ability of you know, okay, deer will be here or whatever. So I think deer pushing is not real hunting. Well, see, that's just it. A lot, you know, it's all what you personally believe in. So some people believe in you got a tag and you fill that tag and it's a legal way, so do it. And then other people would be like you, and I kind of see it that way too, of like, that kind of doesn't seem right. You know, if I was duck hunting, you know, we go jump shooting when we're duck hunting, but even that is, I feel better in a way, because you can't jump shoot using gas-powered motor vehicle or a gas-powered boat. You have to shut the boat off. So when we go jump shooting, we're canoeing, because you know that's what we use canoes, and that actually is a decent amount of effort for very little success. If you get one duck jump shooting and it takes you 45 minutes to canoe there, that's pretty, I don't know, that's a lot of work. But if you know there's deer in the woods and you're just pushing them, for one, it's kind of dangerous, but then also, you know, a duck is this big. You're talking about a 100-pound animal, 200-pound animal, 300-pound animal of I don't know, it's almost like massacre. I don't know. I wouldn't feel right about it, I guess. I love to catch northerns and bass. I don't mind panfish, and the new truck is running pretty good. So what are we at? We're at 57.5 minutes. So I'm going to give this until about 1 hour time, so just a few more minutes. So if you guys have questions, try to put them in there. I'll see if I can answer them. I don't coyote hunt. I know people that do, but they never seem super successful. Do you all have a shell limit on ducks? I'm assuming a shell limit is how many shells you can put into your gun. And our limit for the shells, the amount of shells we can have in our guns, are 3 at a time. So, did I get the battery figured out on the pop-up? Not yet. I don't have this battery here, this Interstate. It's kind of seeing its last days, so I need to get a different battery. Someone said hook it up to the battery on the truck. I'm going to probably do that, but it's hooked up to the truck right now, so I'm not going to worry about it. Where we're going camping tomorrow has power, so not a big deal. How many guns do you have, and what are they? That's kind of too long for this. How long have you are? How long have you are? I don't know, man. I don't know what that means, but I have R'd a long time. Okay, we have about a minute. That's what I thought. I thought that the cable would be for charging the battery while driving, but then why, when I ran, unless it would run off the running lights, but you'd think it wouldn't. But I didn't understand it, because when I put the positive and negative together, no sparks. I like held them together and looked really close, not even a small voltage spark, so I don't know. I don't know. Turn your lights on. Derek, what are you doing watching my videos, brethren? I have the need to text you. I seen your text. So I have to text you. Or check fuses. Yeah, I'm going to check the inverter, because the inverter inside might have a, what is that? 110 or a 12 volt. So I have to see if I need to click it. There is a switch that you can click. I thought it was just like a master switch, but I don't know. I'll see. I'll have to check it out. But all right, it's an hour, so I gotta go. But yeah. All right. Talk to you guys later. Derek, I'm gonna text you right now, and I'm gonna go in and have some ramen noodles. All right. Talk to you guys later.